can't lose. No, we can't lose.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Gambling gods, fickle bunch.
Oh, yeah.
So easily affected.
We have a shooter and a good one coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9, place 9. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
They bet on absolutely anything. Don't make them prove.
You get that RV, we're going.
Oh, yes. If we get this RV, there is not a casino in America that's safe.
You're tuned in to Gambling with Good JuJu.
Welcome in, everybody, to Gambling with Good JuJu. We are feeling jolly today. That's right. We have brought back Kurtis, a.k.a. Kurtis, a.k.a. Cursiphilus, a.k.a. Jolly Saint Vic. Hey, before we kick things off, do us a favor and head on over to our YouTube channel and give us a subscribe. Listening on your favorite podcast platform? Give us a follow and rate us 5 stars. We can be found on the socials at Good JuJu Bets, and if you really like us, then head on over to goodjujubets.net, click on the merch shop, and show your support.
Hey, real quick, Peter. We got a shout out.
What? Did we sell an item in the store?
I want to give a quick shout out to Jeff in Tennessee. Thanks for hitting up the merch shop.
Love you, Jeff. Appreciate it. Anything else?
I wish.
I wished. Okay. Jolly did Tunica twice. That's what we call stamina, my friends. He's back on the show for the first time ever on video, giving us the scoop on the highs and mostly lows of gambling in Tunica, Mississippi. Before we get into that, though, Kurt, you have almost become a bigger part of the show since you departed the show. Your antics gambling have provided us numerous opportunities to share with our listeners the right way and the wrong way to gamble. Would you like to take this moment to defend your gambling style?
Wait a minute. This is an intervention? I thought this was a podcast.
No, I'm giving him a chance to defend himself since we talk about him so much.
Yo, only
and
3 times
he
an
has
episode.
no voice in the matter.
Well, welcome back.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to defend my strategy. I mean, I have so many strategies, but I think the main one is, and the one that I use is go big or go home, right? Right. High risk, high reward.
Heard it.
I have a question.
Yeah. And
How often do you go big versus how often do you go home?
I go home a lot, empty-handed. But it's like, I don't know. I heard somebody say, I'm not here to win $100 at the craps table.
Yeah.
I'm here to win $500 at the craps table. Or blackjack, whatever you play.
Yeah.
That is the exact opposite of everything we have ever told
Of
people
course.
on this show.
Absolutely.
You need to have your
yeah.
exit point at a reasonable point. You're playing a $10 table with a $500 exit point.
That's a lot of...
Well, then you got to bet, $50 a hand, and sometimes you got to moonshot it to $80, $100 a hand.
Right.
That's how you get there.
Right.
When you're at the craps table, what do you play?
Oh,
Yeah, run through your latest strategy.
What is
Go-to.
your
Yeah.
strategy?
So I got a new one that I've been working on, and I really like it a lot.
This is the drop top.
This is the 220 drop top
220
strategy,
drop
and I can't wait to employ it. I gotta build my roll up because it's $1,000 buy-in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's after the come out roll, it's 220 on the inside.
Yep.
So 5, 6, 8, 9,
Okay.
50, 60, 60, 50.
Okay.
You hit the first number, it pays you 70 no matter what you hit on the 5, 6, 8, 9.
Yep.
Okay.
You collect that 70, you drop down to 110 inside.
Okay.
Okay.
So that gives you 25, 30, 30, 25.
Right. And you're in for $40.
And you're in for $40. You got 110 on the table after one roll. Assuming you hit the, POS. Or 0.7 out.
Yeah.
Why did I say POS?
That's hilarious.
PSO.
PSO.
BSO.
So if you don't PSO, you've collected 70, you go down to 110, and then you start building.
So you go back up from there.
And you go back up from there.
Do you collect your next hit or do you press?
Yes, you collect. So let's say you hit a 5 on the next roll. You got 25 out there, you get paid 35.
Yeah.
You go from 25 to 35, so you collect your 25, original 25 back, and you do the same for the 6-8. So it's almost like Chicago Mike's,
Old Chicago Mike.
right? Except you start off with that 220, and you get that
you
70,
regress
and then you
once.
regress once, and then you build from there.
Yeah, it works until it doesn't.
Yeah, it works until it doesn't. I can't wait to try it. I'm
Yeah,
so
hell yeah.
excited. And then we've got the slot strategy,
Oh, yeah.
right? Which is you basically AP, and then when you find a AP slot,
Yeah.
you hammer it until you finally hit the bonus, and you get half your money back. That's the strategy.
Sounds great.
Okay, so have you deployed this crap strategy yet?
No, I'm looking forward to it. I got to pay my taxes first.
You got to do your taxes.
Oh, I got to do
first.
my taxes first. I got to do my
Then you
taxes.
gotta pay 'em.
Then I got to pay Uncle Sam, and then we can start the.
So you have 1 week to pay your taxes. And then
Then we're going ham.
we're going ham.
Yeah, I can't wait to take you guys with me.
How many slot machines do you say you're up to at the local shop that you check?
Well, my favorite is monkey balls,
Monkey balls. Okay.
and then dancing drums is my favorite,
That's your favorite.
Dancing
drums.
drums is your favorite.
and then monkey balls.
And then what's the actual name of monkey balls?
I don't even know, tiger or something or something.
The machine has nothing to do with monkeys.
No, it has nothing to do with
So if
monkeys.
you're looking for a machine with monkeys and he's talking about monkey balls, for
Yeah.
some reason they're money balls.
Audience.
Yeah, they're money balls. I like to call them monkey
You
balls.
just call them monkey balls.
Audience, if you want to put in a bunch of money and get half of it back, yes, you're going to want to know the name of this guy.
Yeah.
Dancing drums, the actual winner, is the winner of them.
Sometimes.
Well, I do well on dancing drums.
Okay.
Do you like dancing drums better than Buffalo Ascension?
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
oh yeah, I love dancing drums.
That's hilarious. I still don't even know what I'm looking for on there.
But then third would be Buffalo Ascension, and then fourth would be the Ultimate X poker machines upstairs
Yeah.
that you never went on. Because they never give you anything good when you get the multiplier. It's crap.
It's almost like it's rigged.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I
So
won $8 playing the Ultimate X machines in St. Louis.
you got some good hands though.
I know, and I only won $8.
Well, see, that's the problem. It goes down to
Yeah.
like 5-cent bets, right?
And
So you're playing
next thing
like
you know, you're playing Deuces Wild,
Yeah.
ACDC, Puppy Monkey Butts, and
Yeah.
you
Right.
get nothing.
yeah.
It's like, oh, you didn't have a straight flush? You don't actually win.
Yes. Yeah, you got to get that straight flush or 4 of a kind.
Okay.
Then you get paid.
So it sounds to me like your gambling strategy is about to get more risky.
Well, the medium risk is not working out.
Yeah, the medium. Yeah,
Have you considered the low risk
Right.
that's
option?
okay. That doesn't tickle my fancy.
Yeah, right.
Right?
You
It's-
don't like
it's not
just
fun.
You don't like showing up, just walking around for 45 minutes and having 2 coffees and then leaving.
No.
Kind of neat.
I don't like betting $10 on blackjack hands either, or betting
Yeah.
$12 on 6 and 8.
Yeah, heard it.
You are the Paradise's wet dream.
Yeah.
Well, they needed me to like be a doctor or something. Right?
A little more
They,
funds.
they needed me to be a lawyer or a
Yeah.
business owner.
Well, I hope they're treating you well.
Well, not. Well,
We need to get in there for dinner sometime soon, though.
yeah, we do.
No, do you get a free dinner?
I bet you would if you have.
No, well, maybe. I'm still at the $5 coupons.
You put that in the slot machines? The $5 coupon.
No, I pocket the chips. I exchange them for the chips,
Oh, the chip, and then you use that at the craps
and
table.
I use that at the craps
Oh,
table.
that's a good move.
Got it.
So getting more risky, but at least taking advantage of those $5 free plays.
Yeah, so I'm plus EV somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right?
totally.
I'm pretty sure you can get comp to dinner at this point.
I think so.
Yeah,
All right.
I think so.
Well, that's a reason to get Juice and I out of the house. So let's go ahead and do that.
let's figure that out.
Okay. I'm sure that's going to be on your near term solutions. All right. Kurt, the reason we have you on is to talk Tunica. Before you tell us about your experience in Tunica, I believe you've become a little bit of an expert on the history of Tunica. Can you share for us any details on how Tunica came to be? When was its height? How badly has it fallen off? Anything you got for us based on the 2 YouTube videos you watched?
Right. So, as a 2 YouTube video aficionado, expert, historian, graduate, I really don't know much about Tunica. But I do know enough, and my experience down there, what you kind of see what it started out as and what it's now become, I think you kind of get the whole picture of what really happened. And so it started out as an 11 casino, essentially this giant property. So if you look on a Google map, you'll see just vast amounts of land that are all surrounding this main road called Casino Drive. And there's some back roads that casinos that they built, if you go off on the off roads, they're all there, but they're basically all on this stretch of land. And they tried to make it this family-oriented hotel. They had arcade centers for kids, movie theaters. They had theaters for comedy shows, concert venues, things like that.
Yeah.
Everything is built out far apart.
Okay.
So they didn't want to make it like, they wanted to make it like a Vegas, but not where everything was all close together.
It sounds like they were trying to replicate like Black Hawk, Colorado.
Yes. Yes.
That's a place that has a similar number of casinos, I think, all in one strip kind of attitude.
Yes, except this is much larger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is built out massively.
Okay.
Was built out massively. So they started off with 11 casinos and things were going great. Like tourists were flocking to the area. They built shopping centers. They had other businesses out there kind of in the local area. Everything was going well. And then there was a flood.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a flood in, I believe, 2011-ish, 2012.
So you're saying as recently as like 15 years
Yes.
ago, Tunica was doing all right.
Yes.
Oh.
Interesting.
There was a giant flood, and it was like 7 to 8 feet deep.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
It was a massive flood. So these hotels that they had built, they had to shut down every single casino for like 3 to, 6 months,
Yeah.
because there were casinos that were underwater,
Yikes.
right? And that's why they're down to 5 now.
So they've gone from 11 to 5.
11 to 5 because most of them got flooded and they took so long to reopen up. So when you drive when you go down that Casino Drive, you see casino signs for the casinos they just opened up in Memphis.
So I thought Tunica came about because you couldn't have casinos.
They
in
changed.
Tennessee.
During that time, they changed other states. I think there's Arkansas there and there's Tennessee. They changed
Yeah.
their casino rules.
Oh, interesting.
And so now Memphis has a brand new casino, and you see signs for a couple of them. I think there's 2 or 3 of them, and you see they put the signs there in Tunica.
Yeah, of course.
You want
right?
to leave this dump? Come on up to Memphis.
Right. And I think those have been there for a long time since the flood, because that place closed down as it got flooded, and then those casinos in Memphis stole the business, right? Because they weren't impacted by that. So Tunica gets completely shut down for a time period.
Yeah.
Everybody's like bailing, going to Memphis to gamble.
How far is Memphis from Tunica?
It's about 40 to 49 miles.
So it's legit close.
Yeah, it's legit close.
Okay.
And so when they reopened back up, first off, they closed a lot of them down because the damage was just too bad.
Oh, because of the flood, some of them closed?
Because of the flood. So like I told you, you can go on YouTube and watch, there's all these urban explorer type people who visit abandoned properties.
Hey, go check it out.
They go to Tunica and they go visit the
baby.
the Isle Capri and the.
We're going to have to check these videos out, Jay.
Oh, it's cool.
That sounds cool.
It is cool. You get to see what it was like, and the decor is like very early 90s. So
Yeah.
you can see when they built the
Yeah.
casino, because everything's like vibrant colors and like very neon.
Yeah.
So
was it early 90s when Tunica got built?
well, it was late 90s, but
Late
like
90s.
the model of like the colors and the design is very early 90s.
So the rise and fall of Tunica has occurred over a fairly short period of time in the grander scheme of things. I mean, you know, Vegas has been around for 100 years.
Yeah.
Whereas Tunica's only been around for like 30 years.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's when, they couldn't open casinos.
Oh, they couldn't open casinos
Right.
until the early 90s. That's
Right.
true.
Yeah.
89.
Yeah.
We learned all this because of our other projects. Stay tuned, folks. We got another project coming eventually.
Spoiler or
Yeah.
Teaser.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be like July or August, but it'll
Anyway.
come.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and the reason why they had to build that there is because Tunica got the riverboat, right? So that's why they're so close to the Mississippi there. That floods.
Mhm.
And so if you go there now, you've got 5 casinos left. You've got Fitzgerald's, you've got the Jackpot one jackpot. You've got the Hollywood, you've got Gold Strike, and you've got Caesars. The Horseshoe. Horseshoe Caesars. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's basically, you know, I wouldn't describe, I mean, being a little hyperbolic here, Mad Max comes to mind.
Okay. All right.
Am I
First of
getting
all-
too ahead of a...
Real quick
Yeah.
here. First of all, you just did a great job of breaking down the history of Tunica.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
When
welcome.
I first asked that question, you seemed like you were not prepared to be able to answer it.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful answer.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Well
welcome.
Second, so let's get into it then. You said there were 5 casinos currently active in Tunica.
Mhm.
When you come into town in
Mhm.
Tunica, like, what's it look like? What's your first impression? Like, what's happening as you come into Tunica now?
It's in the middle of nowhere. It's not in a town. It's not in a city.
So it doesn't feel like a suburb of
No,
Memphis?
there's no houses. There's nothing. It's in the middle of nowhere, and you're driving down the main road there. I think it's like might be South 61, maybe. Memory's hazy on that, but you can see Gold Strike, and you can see the Horseshoe kind of lit up in the distance because those are the bigger the last of the 2 that are like legit casinos.
Okay.
Right? You can't see anything else.
Okay.
It's just those 2. So you're kind of like, oh, I see in the distance. I'm driving in. I can see it kind of lit up there. But as you're going in, it's just nothing but highway.
Huh, interesting.
And when I was first going in, I took the wrong turn. So even though I had a GPS, I take the wrong turn. I take the first right instead of the second right, and it leads me down to the Jackpot 1.
Okay.
Okay. So what are the 2 casinos that you could see that you were like, these look like reasonable casinos as you were coming in? What was the name of those?
Gold Strike
Gold Strike?
and the Caesars property, which is the Horseshoe.
The Horseshoe. So Gold Strike and the Horseshoe are what you kind of see as you're coming in Tunica.
Mhm.
You take a wrong turn, you end up on some back roads, and you come into it, and your first casino you see is what?
It's
Oh,
the
right.
Jackpot 1, and it's this
Jackpot 1.
tiny little shack casino. There's
Slot machines only?
I'm sure they have table games, but it looked like, you know, if you look at pictures of it, it's a slot machine, old timer type of crowd.
Okay.
There's nobody in the parking lot. So it's like, oh, this is not where I'm supposed to go. GPS is telling me to turn around, turn around. Finally make it to the Caesars property, which was where I was staying that first night. And Gold Strike's right next to it.
Okay, so the Horseshoe is the Caesars property.
Yes.
So which casino do you go? Do you go into the Caesars Horseshoe first, or do you go?
I go to the Caesars Horseshoe
So
first.
that's the first casino you walk into.
Because I got a room there.
Okay, you walk in
Mhm.
to the Horseshoe. First impression there.
First impression, it was beautiful inside in the main lobby.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
So does it feel like a resort?
No,
Okay. So it feels like a.
not a chance.
Is it more like the Paradise, where it's just like a cardboard box hotel next to a?
Shots fired.
I'm never gonna stop.
Yeah.
They're insisting on rebuilding right there so they can keep the cardboard box
Yeah.
hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, it's
That's
more
what it
like
felt
a
like.
paradise than it is like a resort.
So when I go into the parking deck and I get out and I kind of knew like what it was going to be like, I step into the elevator and the elevator floor is just nothing but garbage all over the floor, like cups, cigarette butts.
Oh my God.
No one's cleaning the elevator.
No one's cleaning the elevator, and that's how you get to the hotel
Okay.
lobby from the parking deck.
So
you gotta
alarms
go
are
down.
kind of going off in your head just in the elevator.
Totally. I'm like, what is this? Like,
Okay.
I'm walking into trash here. But when I get out and I go into the hotel, it's beautiful when you step in. It's got marble floors, everything's
Okay.
clean. It looks nice. They got a car giveaway right in the center there. I get my room and I head upstairs, and the floors look fine. They're clean. Everything looks nice. I check into my hotel room. Funny story here. When you check into your room, the TV automatically turns on.
Ooh, I like that. Did it scare you?
So I hit my thing.
Your key.
My key.
Yeah.
And I can't open the door, and I hear a TV.
Oh, so it's wrong room.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I got the wrong room.
Yeah.
So I go, I've got my CPAP machine in my bag, and I got all this crap with me. And I walk all the way downstairs again, and it's a long hall.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm like sweating, I'm dragging, and I get to the front desk, and I'm like, I think there's somebody in my room. I'm either got the wrong key or there's somebody in my room. She's like, nah, I don't think so. I'm like, I can hear people talking in the room. She goes, oh, that's the TV. It turns on when you get when you swipe your card. I'm like, oh God, okay.
All right.
I told the lady as I walk away, I said, I promise I'm not this big of an idiot. Just slightly big of an idiot, just not that big of an idiot.
That's great.
So I get back up there, and of course I'm able to get in the room, and it turns on. But the rooms, they're not spectacular.
Okay.
They're not
Is it
spectacular.
at least clean and basic? Like
It's clean and basic, but like you can tell it hasn't been updated or thoroughly cleaned in
Yeah,
a
heard it. I
decade
know what you
or
mean.
more.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
So it's not worth the $230 they're charging on a weekend.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my goodness. But you got it comped, right?
No, I got a deal. I got
got
it.
a deal.
I got it for $60
Okay.
on
you
a
got
Monday.
Nice. Okay.
So, and then I immediately went downstairs and gambled
Okay. What was gambling like in the Horseshoe
On a Monday.
on a Monday?
on a Monday. So, not a lot of people there on a Monday.
Okay.
Still more people there on a Monday than at the Hollywood on a Saturday night at 6:00.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So that should tell you.
Okay.
So this
Okay.
is like the
That's
big place in
foreshadowing.
town.
Yes. So when I told you there's like really two casinos you want to go to, it's the Gold Strike and
Okay.
the Horseshoe there.
Got it.
So, the casinos both at Gold Strike and the Horseshoe are fantastic.
Oh, you like the casinos at both?
I love the casinos there. So the good thing they did about this and at this spot right here is they built them right next to each other.
Okay.
So it's a 10-second walk and
Oh,
you're at the
yeah.
other casino. So it's like downtown Vegas. You walk out of one, you're into the other one.
Yeah.
Right?
So you gambled at both of them on Monday night?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%. But those are the only two casinos that are like that
Oh,
now.
really?
You got to drive.
Is there like abandoned casinos in between these two and the other casinos? Like back in the day, could you have continued walking? and
No.
not gotten on-
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, got it.
Nope, you're not walking to any of them. And that was kind of like their plan, right? Because they wanted it like a resort type thing.
Yeah,
Got it.
even though they're not offering resort type services.
Correct. Correct.
So quite empty inside
Quite empty.
the Horseshoe. Inside the Golden Strike, was that also quite empty on Monday night?
No, the craps table was hopping.
Oh,
Craps
yeah.
table
Okay.
was hopping there.
Craps table was hopping. Craps is big in Tunica.
Okay.
Big. Which I absolutely love because that's really what I was there to do.
Did they
was play
just have
craps.
one table going at each spot?
They had 2 tables at each spot for crapless and craps, and there were people there.
Oh, wow.
So it was full.
What was the table minimum?
15.
15 for a city with no one coming to it
on a Monday night.
on a
Yeah.
Monday night. Maybe we can work on that, Tunica. Okay, so $15 minimums. That's what we ran into in St. Louis. The nice casinos we went to in St. Louis.
Yep.
This feels like when you're comparing this to our trip to St. Louis, which we got into a couple episodes ago. This feels like a pretty big downgrade in terms of experience overall.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because St. Louis, like the casinos were all pretty nice. that
The
we went
casinos
to,
are nice.
except for maybe the DraftKings Casino Queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay.
But, like St. Louis, there's structure, there's things to do around the casino.
Okay.
So all the shopping centers and stuff that they built out in that area, they're all dilapidated.
Okay.
So the signs are like falling off the building and things are boarded up kind of thing. Yeah, it's not a pretty sight.
Was there anywhere to eat in the casinos? Like, did they have decent food options?
The casino had like a little food court that was open. I think I got something to eat at like 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Was it
So,
like a chain? Or was
No, it was just like, it was just like your typical
Like tacos.
tacos, cheeseburgers,
Gotcha. Yeah.
milkshake type thing. But they had a buffet that wasn't open, and then they had a DraftKings sports bar that wasn't open.
Okay.
So-
So you're a little sketched out, it sounds like, by the surrounding area for good cause. But inside the casinos, it kind of sounds like the vibe was right for you. Is that true?
Oh, I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it. Yeah, I really enjoyed the inside the casino. I like the layout of the casinos. They just have like both of the casinos. It's just like the main strip there is just all the table games. That's where everybody's at. The waitresses were all super quick. And then the slots just kind of like surrounded the whole center of where the table games were. You didn't really have to you couldn't get lost. There was no, the one thing that they didn't have there, they didn't have a soda machine.
No self-service
Or a
soda.
coffee machine. No self-service in either casino.
That's disappointing.
Suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
Were drinks comped if you were gambling, or did you have to pay for each?
drinks are comped,
Okay, that's good.
which is cool.
Yeah.
What about slot machines? Were there any any AP slot opportunities across these two casinos?
So I believe I told you, because you about lost your mind when I told you a Gold Strike had 6 Buffalo Ascension machines.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I checked them so many times, and none of them got over like 2,200 on the numbers.
So folks are slot hustling Tunica, Mississippi?
Yeah, they had to have been, because
They're not playing it.
or they're not playing it.
Everybody's just waiting for somebody else to start playing it.
Yeah.
It's like Spider-Man pointing to himself.
No, I actually saw an older couple there that I saw them when I first checked it out, and they were playing. They were like switching back and forth between all the 6 machines, and they were just firing. I'd go play craps. I'd come back before I went to bed and check them, and they're still there, just firing them.
Yeah.
So, and they were the only 2 at those machines that I ever saw.
Yeah.
The other AP one I saw was monkey balls, and that was good to me. But those are the only 2 machines.
So how'd you do the first night overall?
First night I won $100.
Oh, nice. Good job.
First night I won $100. That was a good night.
Is there sports betting in Mississippi?
Yes, there is.
So is there a sports book in these casinos?
There is a Caesars. There's a Caesars in the Horseshoe,
Okay.
and there's a DraftKings in Gold Strike.
Okay.
What are the sports book areas like?
Awesome.
Really?
Yeah, pretty nice.
Yeah, pretty nice. So the Caesars they had a pretty big area where they had all the, your single seaters that like recline back into like these couches type things.
Nice.
They had like 4 or 5 rows of those.
Oh, wow.
And then they had couches behind that. And then they had this giant screen of 10 TVs. And then you go around the corner and they had more of that and another viewing area.
Okay.
So it was huge.
That sounds a lot better than what we get at the Paradise,
Oh my gosh.
which is a kiosk.
Right. And they had kiosks there. Saturday I went and watched Illinois play. at the Caesars, and it was jam packed. People were everywhere watching those games. So it was.
This was tournament
Yeah,
time?
yeah, packed to the brim there.
Okay.
And then the DK book was in like a bar and grill restaurant. So you go up to the bar and grill, you can put your name in to get a seat. They have the sports book right next to it with a giant board where you can pick your bets, cash out tickets, and then place bets at a kiosk. And then you go in and you can get a table and watch the game. And in there, they had 25 giant TVs, and they had at the very front of the bar, they have like, I don't know, I'd say 12 screens that all line up to make one big picture.
Yeah.
So it almost looked like Circa.
Yeah, like mini stadium swim.
Mini Circa inside a bar.
Okay.
So that was really cool.
So it sounds to me like I thought you were going to come in here and kind of blast these casinos. But it sounds like if you're staying like at the Caesars and you're sticking to the Golden Strike and the Horseshoe, you can have a pretty solid experience in there.
You can, but I mean, you're basically you're going with your significant other or buddies.
Okay.
Right. So they tried, like I said, they tried to make it like this family getaway type deal where you could go. They had a golf course there. I forgot to mention that.
Is it still there?
No, it's not. It's not. I mean,
the golf course closed.
Well, yeah. There's no. I don't think there's any golfing there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once that flood hit, I mean, it wipes out.
I think maybe we should fact check him on this golf
Well, you
course.
could. You could.
Why?
Right. You're going to go golfing? I don't know.
I'm not bringing my clubs either way.
Right.
All right. Anything else specifically about the first night you were in Tunica that you want to mention?
Well, I mean, the first night I had a really good roll at the craps table.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
I did. I was, I think I was the first 4 shooters, 0.7 out on me.
So that's
And so I had to bet, I was betting 15.
first 4 shooters with
Yeah.
0.7 out.
Yeah.
Yikes,
That's
man.
$1,000 on your strategy.
220 drop top.
I know. Well, I was down.
900.
I was down like, $250 just like that.
Yeah.
And then I got the dice and I rolled for quite a bit, enough to build that from 200-ish up to 650.
Oh, fantastic.
So
Other folks at the table did well because of you?
nobody did well
Oh, that's
Why?
hilarious.
because they are all betting the 30 to ones. So like I would the guy to my right, he had the numbers bet, right? I would hit a number, right? And it would pay him. And he'd be like, give me 36 on the hard 4. Give me 36 on a horn bet.
Yeah, so he was parlaying it.
He was parlaying everything
into something else.
And then after I finally, I hit 4 points and probably like 12 or 13 numbers. I mean, I had an awesome roll. He got mad when I sevened out, and he's like, man, he just said something about how he didn't make any money. And I'm like, dude,
Right? You're playing the wrong game, bro.
like I made almost $500 on my roll.
That's hilarious.
You took all your money and parlayed every number that you hit into some
long shot.
Some long shot.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
But they were all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Folks, this is a good piece of advice. When you do play craps, try to stay away from the highest margin bets or the worst odds for you bets. You can get a double-digit negative EV out of some of those bets. So
Yeah.
that's why we stick to the big numbers.
Place your bets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That you
place
got to
your
give me
bets.
credit for. I don't make those bets.
That is smart. I love to hear that.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, I don't make those
Did
bets.
they have like all tall, small, and that stuff?
All tall small paid 30. What is it? 30 to 1. 30 to 1.
It's either 30 or 35. Yeah. So
They didn't pay
31.
35. They paid 30 to 1 and then 150 to 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they had it, so that's fun.
But they had it.
And everybody's playing that.
And everybody was playing it.
Yeah.
Did you play any blackjack?
I did not play any blackjack at all.
Okay.
There were $10 tables there.
There were $10 blackjack.
There were
tables.
$10 blackjack tables.
Three-
Shout
3-2.
out that. Okay.
3 to 2.
3 to 2.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Okay.
3 to
That's
2.
not bad. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I was surprised.
Okay.
Okay.
I did check those for you.
I mean,
Well-
you're kind of making me want to go to Tunica.
I know.
This conversation we're having.
When
I
you
thought
came
were gonna
back,
talk
I
me
wrote
out
it
of
off, and now it's like, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
What
God.
are you guys doing this
all
weekend?
right. So I guess we got to hear about the comeback then. So the first night, and you were heading down to see your dad,
Yeah.
right? Where
Yeah.
were you going to? Where was your destination?
So just on the Alabama-Florida border, right?
Got it.
Like
on
Gulf Shores?
Gulf Shores,
Nice.
right? Like 10 miles from Pensacola.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So was this point about halfway on your drive? Was it close to a halfway?
It was totally halfway. It was
That's
it was
perfect.
6 hours down to Tunica and then 6 hours from Tunica to my dad's.
So if we drove, we would get to Tunica in 6 hours from here.
I made the trip back in 5.5 hours.
Which means I could do it in 5.
4.5. probably,
Totally.
Yeah.
You could definitely.
Plus, we don't
could.
get to stop to pee. So
All right. So this was a Monday night, and those were the only 2 casinos you went to on this leg?
on this leg. Yeah.
Yes.
all right.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
come back. What night is it? You come
What?
back.
Yeah.
I come back on a Saturday.
Saturday.
So I'm expecting it to be hopping, right?
Hopping. Yeah.
So this is where I was like, I'm gonna go to the other casinos now,
check them all out.
right?
Yeah.
So that was my strategy. So I get there and I go and check into the Key West Motel.
All right. Tell me about this hotel because you
Did the
had some
TV turn
interesting
on?
thoughts. Did the TV turn on when you opened the door?
TV
Did they have a TV?
They did. They did have a TV,
Oh, baby.
probably a Magnavox from 2000 and
Had a VCR in it.
Yeah, could have. Yeah, so I was not going to pay $250 or whatever it was to stay at Gold Strike or Caesars.
Yeah.
So the good news is they still have these cheap motels surrounding the property that are still there, and they're exactly what you pay for.
Okay.
Right?
So, not clean?
No,
No.
I slept on top of the sheets
That's great.
with no blanket.
Yeah.
Were you worried about like needles in the room? Like, are we talking this sketchy? Like, what are we talking here? Does it have?
Yes and no.
How
I mean,
safe did you feel? Like 1 to 10 on the safety scale. 10 being as safe as possible.
3.
3. Okay.
Did you like
3 or
immediately
4.
bolt your door shut as soon as you went into your
Double
room?
locked and the hatch because it's one of those casinos, right?
With the chair up to the knob.
What are those type of motels called? Where it's just it's an external.
Yeah,
An
motel.
external.
That's what a motel is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of a hotel.
Yeah, and that place hadn't been updated since 1984.
Did
But they're all like that.
Did they have an outdoor pool there?
No,
Because what I'm imagining, folks, is if anyone's seen the show, My Name is Earl. I'm imagining the place where they lived, where they would have the
Show the
swimming
visual.
pool. Yeah. I'll add in a little clip of the motel
Okay.
from
That's
My
awesome.
Name is Earl.
All
Okay.
right. So,
wait,
the accommodations were not great.
real quick, 1 to 10, rate this hotel overall.
Not just strictly on safety, but on everything.
Yeah, on everything.
2.
2. Is this the worst hotel you've ever stayed in?
Yes.
Wow.
All
No,
right.
no.
All right, close.
Second to worst.
Okay. all
Where's
right.
the worst?
I stayed at a place in Michigan when we were going to, I think it was Matt's wedding, and we stayed at this like run of the mill, not even run of the mill, just like this offshore motel. And, we get in there, I'm like 18 or 19 years old going to his wedding, and there's bugs in the sheets, and it's
Oh,
bad. It was
okay.
bad.
All right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad,
All
but
right.
it wasn't great.
Okay. So you did go to the casinos, though.
I did.
So what was the first casino you went to on Saturday?
I went to the Hollywood because that was my. So I get into my hotel at like 4:30, and like I've got to bet the Illinois game, right?
Yeah.
So like that's my number one priority. I got to bet the Illinois game, but I want to go see these other casinos.
Yeah.
So I drive over to the Hollywood, which is a ways away from my hotel and from the Caesars Gold Strike property, and Sam's Town is across the street from Hollywood.
Okay.
So I drive to Hollywood, and there's maybe, by the time I get my stuff in there and leave the casino, it's probably close to 5:30 ish.
By the time you leave the Hollywood?
By the time I get to the Hollywood.
By the time you get
right.
to
So I got to check in. I get in town like 4:30, check in, put all my
Yeah.
stuff there. So I get to the Hollywood and it's like 5:30 and I roll up in the parking lot and there's maybe 15 cars
Wow.
on 5:30 on a Friday night.
On a Saturday.
On a Saturday. Yeah. So I'm like, I get the prime parking spot.
Yeah, right.
It's like I'm in the front
Yeah.
and I go in and it is, I didn't want to be there for long. Let's just say that.
Did you gamble there?
I put in a $20 bill on an Ultimate X and then bounced.
Wow. Okay.
Any update on, like, did you look at the craps tables? Did you look to see what the prices were there or anything?
So here's the deal. Nobody was playing any table games. All the table games were open. There was nobody in there. The craps table was not a like social craps table. It had the machines on one side, machines on the other side. In the middle was like a half table.
Yeah.
Where everybody sits at a machine and bets on whatever shooter goes up to the half table and rolls.
Whoa. So do you like leave your machine to go throw?
Well, I think you place the bets while you're up throwing. There's a machine there for you to put money in, but everybody else at the table's betting on a machine dependent on your roll.
But a human is rolling.
A human is rolling.
Yeah.
And there's
Kind
one
of tight.
Have you seen this before?
Oh yeah.
there's one dealer.
Oh, wow.
So there's one dealer and all she does is just you throw the dice, she just brings the dice and then presses the button on the machine.
And you didn't play this?
No.
Did you see what the minimum was at that table?
No.
No.
I wasn't even interested in playing that.
Why? This is like, it's a form of craps you've never seen before.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's usually cheap.
All right. We might have to do a follow-up expose on these kinds of craps tables, Juice,
Yeah.
because now I'm intrigued. Maybe we'll put up an image if we can find one on the video. Folks, this is a reason to watch the video.
Yeah.
You might see what this craps table, because I'm having trouble kind of even understanding what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So part of the problem is I don't like shooting craps by myself.
Yeah, that's a
There was no one at the machines?
No, there was one guy there, and he wasn't rolling. I don't know if he was even playing. He might have been just sitting there drinking, waiting on his wife or something,
Right,
playing
just
slot
sitting there.
machines.
Yeah, just
There's
sitting there.
nobody there, and it's like I don't want to go up to this
Yeah.
craps table and start rolling. And then the next thing you know, I'm in this game $500 shooting dice by myself.
Did you bet on the Illini while you were there?
No, so I sent you guys a picture of the kiosk. So I'm in there. I'm looking for the sports book. That's my main concern because I got to get this Illinois bet down. So I'm walking around and I'm looking for this sports book, and the only thing I see is I don't see a sports bar. I see a giant projector screen with a projector
Oh my god.
that might have been there for 20 years and it's playing the Duke game and that's all they have. And I'm like, where in the hell is this sports bar? So I'm walking around and I see these guys sitting at this, kiosk. And I'm like, is this where you guys make your sports bets? He's like, yeah, this is what we got. And it's just like these 4 kiosks off in like some corner and you just place your bet there.
So did you bet it?
I didn't bet it there. No,
Okay.
I was.
Because you didn't want to have to come back to redeem
That
the ticket.
is
Yeah.
that is the smoking gun, right? Because I'm like, I'm not coming back here. This place is awful.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to set foot in here again. So I'm like, all right, I'm leaving. I imagine. So my thought process at this point is the other casinos are going to be just like this casino, and I just want to watch the Illinois game at a sports bar that's awesome and hopping. So I bolted back to the Caesars property.
Didn't even make it to Samstown.
Well, Samstown is closed, and
that's right. That just closed in November, right?
Yeah, and it's right next door or across the street from the Hollywood.
Okay.
So
right.
you can see that closed down and it's all abandoned and everything.
So you go back to the Horseshoe.
So I go back to the Horseshoe.
So real quick, was the Hollywood the only new casino you visited? So there were 2 you didn't go to.
Didn't go into. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get your bet down? Where did you go? Did you go to Golden Strike or did you go to Horseshoe?
I got my Illinois bet down at Caesars, and I watched the game there.
And you won that bet.
I lost that bet.
Weren't they playing VCU?
They were.
They covered against VCU.
Well, somebody who's really good at betting college basketball told me to take the over.
Oh, I thought you just wanted to bet on the Illini.
I did, but the line moved. It was 10.5, and I was so hyped to bet 10.5. And when I got to Hard Rock, it had moved to 11. By the time I got to Caesars, it moved to 11.5. And I'm like,
I'm pretty sure they won by more than 11.
they did. They won by 17, I think.
18, yeah. And they did not go over.
No, that game did not go
They shut
over.
down VCU pretty good.
They did.
Huh.
Okay.
Well,
So you watched the whole game in that sportsbook?
I
Was it a good experience hanging out in that sportsbook?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Everybody was yelling, screaming. It was hype.
I mean, a lot of energy.
It was packed.
a lot of energy for the tournament.
It was packed.
So you're saying Hollywood was emptier on a Saturday than the other two casinos were on a Monday.
Yes.
But when you went to the Caesars on a Saturday, that place was hopping.
It was hot. I parked in the back.
Yeah, okay.
It was hopping.
Nice.
It was hopping.
Did you stay after the game?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
I
gambled all night.
stayed till midnight or 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Just at the Horseshoe? You didn't even go to Gold
Oh no,
Strike?
I went to Gold Strike.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah. Oh
Gold
yeah.
Strike, not
Gold-
Golden.
Gold. It might be Golden Strike.
Okay, we'll
Gold
figure that
Strike.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was fun. You gambled. You had fun.
It was awesome. It was amazing.
Good.
How'd your gambling go on the way back?
So going into that night on Saturday, I was up 100, lost 200 on the Illini, hit a monkey balls for 289.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
That's dope.
Went to another AP machine I thought was an AP machine, and I texted Ryan over here because he knows the machine, and I lost 400 into that one.
Oh.
So I was hurting.
Sounds like you didn't actually know if that one was AP or not.
I don't think it was because nothing good happened.
Yes.
Even though all the things were lit up. And so I was down to, I was not in a good spot. And so I went and played craps at Golden Strike and got it back up to 400. Then I went back over to Caesars, bought in for 400 at their craps table and ran it back up to 650.
Wow, fantastic.
Good
well
work.
done.
So-
Sounds like
Well
you
done.
battled.
I was battled.
And was it easy to get on the craps tables, or did you have to wait? to get on
Oh,
them?
so I mean, I can tell you right now what you guys would love about Tunica on a Saturday is they had 6 crap tables at the Caesars property
Open?
full,
Wow.
packed.
That's awesome.
6 craps tables full at Golden Strike or Gold Strike.
Wow.
Neat.
6 tables.
6 tables.
That's
How
serious.
many blackjack tables? Like, is this town just craps crazy?
I mean, it's crap. Craps is popular.
Nice.
Craps is super popular. And then they had Gold Strike had 9 baccarat tables.
Oh,
Oh,
beautiful.
my
Did you
gosh.
play any baccarat?
No,
No.
Oh,
but
my God, that's
9
hilarious.
full baccarat tables.
Were the table minimums the same on Saturday as they were on Monday?
They did it differently. So since they had 6 tables, there were 3 $25 minimums and then 3 $15 minimums.
Okay. Okay. And you
So-
played the 15? Or
I played the
25?
15.
Okay.
Neat.
Nice.
Well, it sounds like
So-
a fun experience.
Yeah. So then you got up the next day and came home, right?
Got up the next day and came home.
So let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Would you ever plan to return to Tunica?
Yeah, absolutely. If we go to Biloxi, if we ever decide to go to Biloxi and do a trip like a Vegas style trip where we're in Biloxi for 4 days because there are 11 casinos there or something like that, and it's like a huge strip, I would go to Tunica, stay the night, gamble, meet you guys in Biloxi the next day, hang out with you, drive back up to Tunica, gamble again, and then go home.
Do you know what the drive time is from here to Biloxi?
About the same to my dad's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why
So-
we would fly and meet you there.
It's-
It's like we need to go to Tunica.
It's just east.
Do it.
It's just east and west. So my dad lives like 90 minutes from Biloxi.
Yeah. Oh,
So
really?
yeah, so you just go west.
Wait, he only lived 90 minutes from Biloxi? You didn't
Yeah.
go to Biloxi during that trip?
No, because like they're not huge gamblers, and I didn't want to go and just like leave him or like if I go to Biloxi, I'm gonna want to do a whole day there, and my dad and my uncle weren't gonna want to do a whole day there. And the tournament was on.
Yeah.
And
you were there to see them.
I was there to see them, and they got the sports garage. So I'm trying to watch
right.
the games with them.
So we got to drive to Biloxi.
You don't have to.
We get to drive to Biloxi, and then that's when we'll see Tunica.
Yeah, we get to go stay 2 nights in Tunica. We have to go hit up the 2 casinos. Do you know the names of the 2 casinos you didn't make it to?
Yeah, it's Fitzgerald's and the Jackpot One.
Yeah.
Jackpot One and Fitzgerald. So we'll definitely have to check those out so that we can get the full experience of all 5.
Get the sign-up offers.
Yeah. Do they have any sign-up offers? Oh, you were staying at a Caesars property.
Yeah.
No, well, the Gold Strike gave me $5. So there's your sign-up offer. And Hollywood, absolutely. I mean, with the shape that casino is going to close. They gave me nothing.
Oh,
they're happy that I walked in the door just to hang out for 5 minutes.
All right. Jolly, thank you so much for giving us this breakdown. I feel like I have a much better understanding of Tunica, not only the gambling, but the history of Tunica as well.
Yeah.
Last question for Juice. What do you think if we're not going to Biloxi? Let's say we're not going to Biloxi.
Oh.
Do we need to make a 6-hour drive down to Tunica just for the sake of Tunica ever?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Stay at the Roachside Motel, or are we staying at the Caesars?
I was going to sleep in your car.
Actually, my car might not be the nicest place for us to sleep. We could fold down the seats. We could get a couple sleeping bags.
Do camping in the Jeep. Yeah. No, we'll stay at the Caesars, obviously.
All right. So you're in. We're going to go to Tunica. You want to see this town.
You get that RV, we're going.
Oh, yes. If we get this RV, there is not a casino in America that's safe.
It's true.
I'm coming for all of you. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. We will be back in a couple weeks breaking down more exploits in gambling. Thank you, Jolly St. Vic, for joining us. It was a pleasure. We're going to have to do this again soon.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure being here, boys.
Good juju to your bets, everyone, and we'll talk again soon.
Fun.
Good times.
Fun job.